All right, everybody, welcome back. We're here for another TTM video. And TTM, as we're fond of saying, just stands for through the mail. TTM, through the mail. And we get our favorite athletes, celebrities, movie stars, TV stars, send them a photograph through the mail, or a baseball card, or basketball card, or a football card, along with a self-addressed stamped envelope and asking for their autograph. Oftentimes, you get that back for free. You can save those exorbitant rates that some people charge at card shows and trade shows and Comic Cons and things like that, and get them for free through the mail. Now, sometimes these athletes charge, or these celebrities charge, and we'll point those out to you along the way. When we get them back, we like to talk about them here on YouTube, so that way everybody can share the information and maybe get the autograph of their favorite athlete or celebrity. Without further ado, we've got 4, I think, today, maybe 5. We've got 5. So let's get right into it, because I tend to gab and I'm going to ramble on and on. First one is a repeat. We got Charley Trippi back in Through the Mail video. He put this in upside down. That's fine. Through the Mail video number 21. Charley Trippi back in August. He's a college football Hall of Famer. He's a professional football Hall of Famer. He was elected in 1968, if you can believe that. So that means he's how old? He's, unbelievably, folks, he's 97 years old. Charley Trippi. And if you remember from video 21, I'll try to link that down below so you can watch that if you want to. He missed 2 years of his professional career because he was in World War II. But he played several different positions in both college and pros. He's the only player in the Hall of Fame with 1,000 yards passing, 1,000 yards receiving, and 1,000 yards rushing. And like I said, he's 97 years old, but you can always count on Charley Trippi to return your item. I got that back in 10 days, and there's no fee for one of the all-time greats in the NFL, Charley Trippi. Number 2 is also a repeat, all the way back from TTM number 4, back in the middle of May. And that's Hall of Famer Ryne Sandberg. And this is a beautiful blue Sharpie on that 92 score, which just pops like crazy. And the reason I wanted to get him again was because I know he signs in blue a lot, and I got that first autograph. I just got a screenshot of it today, so you can remember that one from back then. On that 89 Fleer, and he put the blue on the blue, and it just didn't pop. I mean, it's a great signature and obviously a Hall of Famer, but I wanted to get him again and see if I could get a blue on this white, and it turned out beautifully. I'm so glad I did. We all know Ryne Sandberg. I won't rehash much of what I said before, other than the fact that he had 16 years in the major leagues and 2,400 hits, 9 Gold Gloves, 10 All-Stars. Truly one of the greatest second basemen of all time. Got that back in 9 days. And Ryne Sandberg does charge a $5 fee. He will sign as many items as you put in there and as many $5 bills as you put in there. It's like very dependable, $5, and you'll get that back in an average of 9 days, and that's how long. I got that back in middle of May. It also took 9 days. This next one is, if you guys ever watched the A-Team, and Hannibal always used to say, I love it when a plan comes together. And my plan here was to send to the LA Dodgers, and I've always wanted to get this man's autograph, but everything I've read about it, he's kind of sketchy in that he's hit or miss. And when you do get a hit, it's usually about 100 days or more. And that is Rick Monday. He's currently working for the Los Angeles Dodgers, doing radio broadcasts of their games. And my plan was, I thought, well, maybe I can send near the end of the year, and maybe he would purge his requests before leaving and going for the off season. It looks like I got lucky, and I love it when a plan comes together. There's 2, and there's 3. Beautiful thin blue Sharpie, Rick Monday. I like it. I like it a lot. I love it when a plan comes together. George Papard is Hannibal Smith on the A-Team. All right. Put these up here so we can all look at them. Rick Monday, he's 73 years old now. He played 19 years as an outfielder for the Cubs and for the Dodgers and for a couple other teams. He was the first ever draft pick in the first major league draft of all time in 1965. Had a pretty good career, hit about 240 lifetime home runs, made 2 All-Star games, and won the World Series championship in 1981 with the Dodgers. He's most famous probably for saving the flag that was about to be burned by a couple of fans who had run onto the field and were preparing to set the flag on fire, and Monday ran over and grabbed the flag and kept running. And there's a great video on that. You could probably look that up on YouTube. That was in 1976. And believe it or not, he still has that flag. And he's been offered upwards of $1 million for that flag and has turned it down. He still has ownership of that. So anyway, rather than 100 days, he did purge at the end of the season, at the regular season. I got that back from Rick Monday in 22 days, no fee, 3 of 3. Love it when a plan comes together. Okay, the fourth one is an envelope, full-size envelope. Get the easels out. Always enjoy getting the easels out. This was sent to the Pittsburgh Pirates, and it is former player, Major League player, and manager of the Pirates, Clint Hurdle. Many of you don't know he was a phenom, much heralded rookie. This, as you can see, March 20th, 1978. So, a Baseball Preview magazine, Clint Hurdle was the cover boy for the Royals. This year's phenom, they were expecting big things out of him. He ended up playing 10 or 11 years for the Royals and some other teams. I also sent some cards. Don't know if they were returned or not. Sent 2 cards. They could, uh-oh. They're in there. So let's see if that will stand at the easel without much glare. Looks pretty good. He kind of kicked around the major leagues for 10 or 11 years. He never really was a full-time starter. His running speed was pretty slow. Started out as an outfielder. They moved him to catcher because he just couldn't run fast enough for that turf in Royal Stadium. But then he's most well known for becoming a manager. Here he is as a manager of the Rockies. He was a manager of the Rockies for 9 or 10 years, and then he became a manager of the Pirates for 9 or 10 years. And there's an autograph on the 2000, I believe. What year is this? Pacific, when they formed that Legends League down in Florida. A lot of newly retired players tried to form a league. Didn't last very long, but it was pretty cool. And that's him showing him catching. And his record, as you know, he recently got fired by the Pirates. His record overall was 1269 and 1345. 1,269 wins, 1,345 losses. Let's see if we can see this over here. Yep. Okay. There is a donation required for Clint Hurdle's autograph. His daughter was born in 2002 with Prader-Willi syndrome, which is a disease that affects about 1 in 15,000 newborns. And it causes them to have a 6th grade level mentally. And then also they have an insatiable hunger, which a lot of time causes the children to become diabetics, juvenile diabetes, because they're just not eating correctly, they're eating too much. But he'll sign for a donation, when he was working for the Pirates, a donation to Pirates charities in any denomination. And it's a charitable organization, so you can send a check. And then he would return that. And, of course, I don't know where he'll end up. He's a very good person. He's a good manager. But it's my theory that managers generally get stale after 6 or 7 years anyway. He was there for 9. But most people believe that he was the scapegoat for the Pirates' failures. The general manager's terrible, the owner's terrible, the GM's terrible. It's a very bad organization from the top down, and those guys all survived while Clint Hurdle was terminated. So a lot of people think he was the scapegoat, and that their poor management continues, and so the Pirates will continue to be just a bad organization all around. But I did get that back after he was discharged from the team. I guess they encouraged him to sign all these outstanding requests. That was out there actually for 136 days, one of my longest ones. But that's it from Clint Hurdle. The fifth one is also a Pirates organization employee, and that's David Eckstein, 44-year-old former utility player, mostly middle infielder for 10 seasons with the Angels and here with the Cardinals, a few other teams. He's spent last year as a special assistant in baseball operations for the Pirates. His brother, Rick Eckstein, was the hitting coach this past season. And who knows what kind of impact he had on Josh Bell in the Pittsburgh Pirate first baseman who had a career year this year. I don't know. Was it just the proverbial light came on for Bell this year, or was it, the impact of David Eckstein's brother Rick as the hitting coach? I don't know, but he was a two-time All-Star, two-time World Series champ, 2002 with the Angels, 2006 with the Cardinals, where he was voted World Series MVP that year. And I also got that back at the end of the season. It was 112 days for David Eckstein, and again, no fee. Guys, that's it. 5 returns. David Eckstein, Clint Hurdle from the Pirates, Rick Monday, I love it when a plan comes together, Hall of Famer Charley Trippi, and Hall of Famer Ryne Sandberg. Appreciate you guys watching. Click that thumbs up button. Make sure you subscribe and hit the notification bell so you'll be notified of all my future videos. I'll have my email down below in the description. Let me know if you need anything. I'll be happy to share any information I have.